Three Pakistan cricketers accused of spot fixing remains uncertain. There's been angry reaction to the situation from some cricket fans here in the West Midlands.
Well, despite the three players withdrawing from the remainder of the tour, some members of the Pakistani community feel they have been badly let down. Colin Pemberton reports.
At one Birmingham-based cricket club, which draws almost all its members from the local Pakistani community, feelings are running high. Members of Attock Cricket Club in Moseley have been watching with interest as the story develops.
If it comes out to be true, they should be banned for life. Also, I think they should be imprisoned as well.
Obviously, if it's true, then it's just cast a shadow on the whole of Pakistan cricket. It's hard enough for them already with the state of the country, and then this sort of stuff happens.
The three players under scrutiny after a News of the World investigation into gambling on specific events in a game are the captains Salman Butt, Mohammed Asif and Mohammed Amir. Salman Butt spoke to Midlands Today just before the start of a test match at Edgbaston last month about how the cricket team could help the victims of the Pakistan floods.
I hope and pray for them, and I think Pakistan is a nation which loves their cricket and their cricket team. If we can pull a good victory over here, I think this will be the best thing that we can offer to them and hopefully wipe off a few tears.
With these allegations around him, Salman Butt's words now somehow seem less noble, and it seems that public dissatisfaction with the cricket team may actually be hitting donations to the Pakistan floods disaster appeal.
The flood appeal should be on the front pages, but yet the Pakistani cricket team is, and the negative side of that is. So obviously the fundraising has been affected.
One of Pakistan's greatest cricketers is the former captain Mushtaq Mohammed. Now living in Moseley, he believes cricket authorities worldwide should investigate deeply, and not just the players.
Also go and find these people who come and dirty our game, you know. And get these innocent players under their belt and under their experience, and they bribe them.
All those who love cricket hope for clear decisions to restore their faith in the game. Colin Pemberton, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham.
Well, Jackie Kabler is at Attock Cricket Club in Moseley this evening, which is the venue for BBC WM's debate on the Pakistan flood crisis. But Jackie, to what extent is the topic of the floods actually being overshadowed by the cricket?
Well, Mary, there is no doubt, is there, that this cricket story has knocked the Pakistan flood appeal off the front pages in the last few days. But this debate that's currently going on over there in the cricket club behind me is about the floods. And the International Development Secretary, Andrew Mitchell, is there answering people's questions and addressing their concerns. He's visited Pakistan in the last few weeks. Now, I spoke to him just a few minutes ago before he went in there, and he told me he didn't believe that the cricket story was overshadowing the Pakistan appeal.
Well, I think the cricket scandal is of concern to people in Pakistan and in Britain, but it doesn't in any way detract from the fact that this terrible catastrophe that has hit Pakistan, and which has caused such tremendous damage, wiping out people's lives, livestock, their homes, all their possessions and so forth, is an emergency in Pakistan, and the international community must respond and is responding.
So, Jackie, what's actually happening now?
Well, Andrew Mitchell is in there hosting a debate. He's talking to local members of the Pakistani community about their concerns. Their main issues seem to be, is enough aid being raised? Where is the aid being spent? And what about the future? There's £10 billion of rebuilding to be done. Earlier I spoke to one member of the community about her concerns. This is what she said.
I've done a little bit of research which shows that we as the British Asians have and British public have raised a substantial amount of money, but it's nowhere in comparison to what we raised for Haiti in January. And I think people want to know why and what's happening with the money that we have raised, and why do we still switch on the screens, the TVs, and still see so many people suffering still now when we are raising money and we are giving a lot of money and being very charitable.
Well, that debate is still going on. It's going to be going on for another 45 minutes or so. You can hear highlights of it, though, tomorrow morning on BBC WM between 7 and 8 o'clock, Mary.
OK, Jackie, thank you very much. And we'll have more on this on our late bulletin at 10 o'clock. And as Jackie said, you can hear the debate on Phil Upton's Breakfast Show on BBC WM between 7 and 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.